What did they discover in the Vatican, and why is no one talking about it? Within the walls of the Vatican lies a mystery so disturbing that its mere revelation could change the way we view history, religion, and the world around us. We're talking about secret documents, forbidden passageways, and warnings that have been buried in time, protected by a level of secrecy that very few have managed to challenge. For centuries, the Vatican has been the epicenter of the Christian faith, but it has also been the guardian of information never meant to be revealed to the public. We're not just talking about ancient religious texts or historical manuscripts, but evidence that could rewrite history. Why all this secrecy? What is truly hidden behind these walls? And who are the ones that have decided humanity should not know the truth? The questions we ask today could change everything. And once you hear what we're about to reveal, you won't be able to stop asking. Why is no one talking about this? The Forbidden Archive. Imagine a place with over 85 kilometers of secret documents. An archive that holds letters between popes and emperors, unknown treaties, and even information about events that, if revealed, could dismantle the very foundations of our civilization. This is the Vatican Secret Archive, a place so inaccessible that even the most renowned historians cannot freely enter. Only a few have managed to get in, and what they have found inside is more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Within these files, there are mentions of ancient texts that talk about gospels that were never included in the Bible, stories describing events that contradict traditional Christian teachings, and documents suggesting the possibility of contact with unknown entities at different points in history. But this is not the most disturbing part. Some reports suggest that the Vatican possesses evidence of events that have been completely erased from historical records. Events that could change the way we understand the past, and for unknown reasons, have been silenced. If these were made public, the history we know could be completely transformed. And then the question arises, how significant is this secret that it must be protected at all costs? The tunnel no one should cross. If the hidden documents within the Vatican are disturbing, what lies beneath its foundations is even more terrifying. Because under the majestic basilicas and imposing buildings, there exists something that few have seen with their own eyes, a network of sealed tunnels, the existence of which has been the subject of speculation for centuries. Official historians claim that some of these passages were built as escape routes for the popes in times of crisis. However, others appear to have been designed with a much darker purpose. These are tunnels that lead to sealed chambers, doors that have not been crossed in centuries, and passages said to lead to knowledge so forbidden that it must never be brought to light. But the question is, why do these tunnels exist? What do they really hide? Some theories suggest that deep within them are relics that have never been shown to the public. Objects of incalculable value, not only because of their history, but because of the power they may contain. There is talk of manuscripts dating back to before the Church itself, documents that could rewrite our understanding of humanity. The existence of apocryphal codices is mentioned, writings that describe alternative versions of biblical texts, and which have been considered too dangerous to be revealed. But the most unsettling thing is that some accounts go even further. There are those who claim that within these tunnels, remnants of forgotten civilizations have been found, traces of knowledge so advanced that it defies all logic. However, anyone who has tried to uncover what lies in the depths of the Vatican has encountered inexplicable obstacles. There are records of explorers and scholars who sought answers within these tunnels and never returned. Their disappearances were explained away as accidents or simply as baseless legends. But the few testimonies that have come to light tell a different story. Those who have entered and managed to return describe an overwhelming sense of unease, as if something in the shadows is watching them. Endless passageways that seem to change shape, strange inscriptions in unknown languages, and hidden chambers with symbols that do not belong to any known religion. One of the most chilling accounts comes from a former Vatican worker who claimed to have seen one of these sealed doors. He said it was covered with inscriptions in ancient Latin and Greek, with a clear warning, "Do not open." But the strangest part is that according to his testimony, the structure itself seemed to be protected, as if something inside was struggling not to be discovered. This raises an even more terrifying question. Were these tunnels created to hide something or to contain it? If the truth about what really lies beneath the Vatican were ever revealed, would we be prepared to face it? Or, worse still, could it be that by opening those sealed doors, we would be releasing something that should never have seen the light of day? So far, everything we've discovered leads to a single conclusion. There is information that has been deliberately hidden. But the most shocking part is that the most important revelation is still to come. If this mystery has sparked your curiosity, subscribe and turn on notifications, because what we'll reveal next could be the key to understanding one of history's best-kept secrets. Are you ready for what comes next? A warning for the future. What most people don't know is that the Vatican doesn't just guard information about the past. It also protects warnings about the future. But these warnings aren't vague predictions. They are documents, testimonies, and records that have been carefully safeguarded for centuries, far from public knowledge. Throughout history, writings attributed to visionaries and prophets have emerged, describing events with unsettling accuracy. Some of these documents were quickly discredited by authorities, but the curious thing is that, despite their supposed lack of credibility, they ended up being stored in the Vatican Secret Archives under extreme protection. Why preserve something that supposedly has no value? Could it be that these prophecies contain information too disturbing to be revealed? The most unsettling theories suggest that within these documents lie warnings about the collapse of humanity. Detailed descriptions of imminent natural disasters, global crises, and events that, according to some, have already started to unfold. One of the most controversial cases is that of the Fatima prophecies, visions received by 3 children in 1917. It is said that the Vatican received a final message, the so-called Third Secret, a text so shocking that the Church kept it hidden for decades. When it was finally revealed, many believed that the version published was just an incomplete one, an adaptation to avoid panic. But the Fatima case is just one of many prophetic documents that could be in the archives. There are mentions of even older writings, some attributed to biblical figures, others to mystics of the Middle Ages, and even documents from vanished civilizations. What is most unsettling is that several of these predictions don't just talk about isolated events, but about a cyclical pattern of crises that always ends with the same outcome: a global collapse followed by a radical transformation of the world as we know it. Some theories suggest that the Vatican is aware of these cycles and has tried to prevent or at least prepare for what's coming. Others indicate a deeper knowledge, something that the elites of power don't want us to know. If what's being said is true, we could be approaching a point of no return without even realizing it. But the big question is, could the Vatican possess information about the fate of humanity? Do they already know what's coming, and that's why they've kept everything quiet? If these prophecies truly exist, why haven't they been shared with the world? Is it to protect us, or to protect something else? Perhaps the answer is even more terrifying than we imagine. The book we must not read. Throughout history, books have been sources of knowledge, but also of dangerous secrets. And within the Vatican, there exists a book so enigmatic and disturbing that it has been carefully hidden for centuries. A manuscript that, according to some sources, may contain answers about the true origin of humanity, or even warnings about the final fate of the world. It is a text so forbidden that only a handful of people have had access to it. But the question is, why? What makes this book so dangerous that it must be kept entirely secret? Some call it the Lost Gospel. Others, the Book of Forbidden Truth. And there are those who believe it might be the testimony of something the Church has never wanted to admit. What we do know is that this mysterious manuscript is mentioned in ancient Vatican records, described as a text that must not be read by those who are not prepared. But prepared for what? Could it be that this book contains stories of events that challenge the official version of history? Could it speak of knowledge that would change our understanding of the universe, of God, or even of ourselves? Some claim its contents reveal events from the past that were completely erased from religious texts. Others believe its pages contain predictions that, if fulfilled, would mark the end of an era. But the most disturbing thing is that some theorists argue that this book is not just a story, but a message. A message that, if revealed, could have such a profound impact on humanity that nothing would ever be the same again. If this text truly exists, what information does it contain that has been denied to us? And what would happen if it were ever brought to light? The only certainty is that the Vatican has protected this secret with unprecedented vigilance. But the big question still remains. Are we ready to know what is hidden in its pages? Or are there truths that we simply are not prepared to face? The most terrifying thing about all of this is that the answers could be closer than we think. Throughout history, we have searched for the truth. But what we don't know is that it has been carefully manipulated, fragmented, and buried in places where we will never be able to find it. And yet the clues are there. The forbidden documents, the sealed tunnels, the hidden prophecies. Everything seems to be part of a puzzle that only a few have tried to solve. But now the big question is, if all this information is real, why does no one talk about it? Who is controlling the truth? Maybe we'll never know. Or maybe the truth has been right in front of us all this time, waiting to be discovered. The question is, are we ready to know it? Leave your theory in the comments. The truth is waiting for you.